friend, welcome back to my channel. Today we're chatting about a bunch of items that have been used up, including some 3-wick candles, been a long time since I've said that, and a slight, what I'm gonna call purchase, but like the word purchase is gonna be used loosely. Why don't we go ahead and dive into the purchase? So I was pulled into the Bath & Body Works store because I recently packed up all of my snowman / Valentine's decor and was making the transition into like the next phase. And I realized that I didn't have a fun like foaming soap dispenser. So I went to sort of peruse what Bath & Body Works had to offer, and they seem to have dropped like a not kitschy type of themed hand sanitizer, but more just like a little mini neutral collection that has a slight nod to the spring season. And I was really here for it. And I had a coupon, I had coupons, plus they also were offering a buy a soap dispenser, get a free soap refill carton. That, I'll be honest, wasn't the most exciting promo, but I figured if I was gonna already probably buy one of these dispensers, I may as well sync it up to a promotion like this. So I went ahead and went in. I actually pulled this out of my bathroom because I'm currently using it. This is what it looks like. They have different colors. I think there's a blue one, this green one, and then there is, I think, one more color, but it basically has like a daisy imprint on it with the vertical lining and then the dotting up here. I think this is gorgeous and I really appreciate it. They have a clear silicone rubber on the bottom so it stays in place, which is also lovely. The other ones that I have are ceramic. This one appears to be glass with a plastic pump up here, which I don't know, I just really liked this. So I was going into the store for that particular reason. And then they didn't have, I wouldn't say a ton of refill choices that I was really into, but the one that I liked that I tend to buy every year again. Anyways, so I got fresh cut lilacs. I have never purchased one of these before because honestly, they don't tend to do the seasonal scents in these cartons. It tends to be more of like the staple. You can get these 24/7, which I'm not always here for those. And I'm not quite sure. I think this is, oh, it tells you on the bottle. On the very side here, it tells you it's almost 4 dispensers worth, which is a lot, and I might get sick of the scent. So I've never really pulled the trigger, but again, it was free, so I synced it up and I had a coupon. And then while I was in there, I had a reward and some coupons to use. So like here we are. I ended up cashing in for Covered in Roses. I will be honest, this I know is just a repackage of Whipped Rose and Vanilla, which is a repackage of something else. People might say it's not an exact repackage. It does have a little bit of like a little nod to Rose Vanilla, but it's not the exact same. I just decided to go for it. I don't need Rose. I like really don't need Rose, but I've just used up a different Rose product. The coupon was expiring. There was nothing else that was really interesting, but I wanted something. So I got this. I do like the packaging of this. And then I got for Ben with my like mini coupon that I had, this mahogany teakwood. I don't feel like I see a lot of the men's care in travel size, especially as a body cream. So excited to pick this up for him. And then I also came across very randomly, they had some 75% off, and I noticed this gingham glow on that table. Oh, it's a good scent. I feel like I've had this before and I really liked it. So I figured for 75% off, it would just be like a nice little treat for myself. So I go ahead and grab this. And then, I don't know if you've noticed, they had a huge drop with a collaboration for Disney, which was frankly a bit unexpected. I didn't necessarily see that coming. I know they've been doing a lot of collaborations with Netflix, but I wouldn't have foreseen a Disney one. I really wanted to go into store to smell, and I thought I was going to have to really hold myself back from wanting to buy the collection. But when I finally went into store, it's essentially all repackages, which interesting opinion here, maybe a hot take, I don't necessarily mind. I don't really mind when collaborations are sometimes just repackages of things. This is true in makeup, it's true in body care. I don't necessarily mind it because sometimes I like the staple product and I just want cute theming to go with it. For example, I distinctly remember when ColourPop did their Nightmare Before Christmas collection. They just took like one of their face sponges, a liner that they had, maybe a mascara, and it was the exact product just with cute like Zero and Nightmare Before Christmas packaging, and I loved it. I bought the sponge. It was the exact sponge I knew that I loved. It just happened to have cute packaging. Same with the eyeliner, like here for that. I'm also cool with that in body care. What I'm not cool with is you trying to pretend that it's not a repackage when it very much is. So I smelled all the scents. The only one, most of them, I was like, oh, yours is just like an okay scent anyways. It wasn't necessarily that great. I only was intrigued by, I think it was Tiana. I think if there's a hand soap sale, I will go back and get the Tiana hand soap, but I couldn't pull the trigger on body care. There's something about it that I just wasn't jiving with, but I smelled Moana and I was like, oh, hi, Saltwater Breeze. It's so nice to see you. I really do like you as a scent. And like, sure, I'm willing to bet someone in the comments will say like, they're not the exact same scent. They are close enough that if you were doing a blind sniff, you probably wouldn't notice, or using it in the shower, you wouldn't notice. So I personally land on the side of, I wish they would just call this Moana Saltwater Breeze. Like in parentheses, that wouldn't have bothered me, but I think I was more bothered by the fact that we were trying to pretend that it wasn't. I do like some of the other scents that are in here that are just repackages, but not enough to want to buy them at full price. I didn't even buy this one. I used my free body care coupon that I had. So I was able to get it and sort of get that out of my system and enjoy the packaging. I think like, again, the packaging is so pretty, but that's where it ends for me. I'm not going to go any further. If there are big body care sales, and this is included in that, I might, if my collection allows me to, might pick up a couple of other different scents. But like buying it full price, even with buy three, get three, though tempting, wasn't enough because the scents themselves weren't super unique that I needed to get them all. So that's where I landed on it. Those are my thoughts about it. Let's talk about the empties that I've used up. As we tend to do, I'm going to start with hand soaps. I really have dug into the winter hand soaps. I'm down to, I think there's just one more winter hand soap in my current collection. And then they're more like spring, summer scents that I had either from the last season or have purchased, holding on to, waiting to use for this time of year. But the first one I have is Crushed Candy Cane. This tends to be a staple one that I buy every single year. It's a really nice, sweet vanilla scent. I really do enjoy it. It's just a refreshing scent for this time of year. I also used up Winter Candy Apple. I feel like I'm really enjoying having this each year as a hand soap scent. It's so nice. It's one of those just basic, reliable, always comes around scents, but I do enjoy it. And I think my preferred format right now is hand soap over body care. And then in recent years, I've also gotten accustomed to using up one of the Coconut Angel Cake. This, again, I think I like it coming off of all that balsam fir. This is a nice, just sort of sweet coconutty scent that I appreciate for this time of year. So again, nothing new so far, but all good, reliable ones that I like. And then two that I got for this year, I really was sucked into this packaging. I have Cozy Winter Cottage. This one was Winter Spices, Warm Cedar, and Amber Musk. And this is Frosted Forest. I really enjoyed this one. These are both like balsam fir based scents. So I didn't necessarily talk about these in order of usage, but I'm very happy that I have worked through all of these. And I also want to make note of how good it feels to be using up ones that I bought for this particular season. Like to see that kind of quick turnover is so satisfactory. I'm really enjoying that. And hopefully that trend will continue in my body care collection. 4 shower gels, one of which comes from Ben. It is the Suede shower gel. This one doesn't have the description of notes on it, but I'm going to say what I always say. These to me, in the men's general line, all have the same base that they work off of, and then they change like slight variations of it. This is nice. I think it's the least like musky of the ones he's used of late, but I just really enjoy the men's care. Their stuff is really good and I like the way it smells, and Ben is amicable with all of it. Then we come to the 3 that I've used, and my friend, I have some revelations to share with you. The first has to do with snowflakes and cashmere. I have made a discovery, or at least I think I made a discovery. I finished off the Brazil nut from Trader Joe. I did like back-to-back big ones I talked about in a previous trash talk. And I was like, well, why don't I come in and use something wintry? I don't have much left to pick from. So I picked this. And as I was starting to use this, my goodness, it smells very similar. Not the exact same, but very similar to the Brazil nut. Enough where I was like, wait, what is this? Is this the same? So I think there must be some commonalities between these two scents where now I'm seeing that this kind of has, if I took the packaging away, it has more of a universal scent profile for me than I realized. I like this scent. I basically get it every year, either as a body lotion or a shower gel. It's a nice staple. I do enjoy it. The packaging for me is also really pretty. So this checked off boxes, but it's good to know that I can get it all the time. Second one I used up, which is probably why it was on my mind when I was talking about the Covered in Roses, is this. This is Whipped Rose and Vanilla. I managed to finish one of these off. And honestly, I'm gonna smell them side by side again. Yeah. They really do smell the exact same, which is fine. I do like this scent. I am more just poo-pooing on the fact that I bought myself more rose because I have a lot of rose and I just basically exchanged one rose for another, but it's cool. I'll use it. It's not a bad one to have. I didn't mind using this scent this time of year. I really have depleted all of my winter stock, which will make my next empty seem a little bit out of pocket. And that's this one, the Whipped Coconut Milkshake. This was from some annual sale last summer. I have no idea why I was pulled into this, but I literally pulled all of my shower gels out and I was smelling them. And I have noticed I have a lot of vanilla base and rose based scents. And I was kind of getting sick of those two being my only paths forward. Now I say that, and this is vanilla ice cream, which means it's got vanilla, toasted coconut, and sugared amber. But something about the coconut cuts through a bit more. It doesn't read as straight vanilla as some of my other vanilla based ones were. I don't know. Either way, this is what spoke to me. I've used it. I am now out of winter body care. I should say winter shower gel. And so I really don't have a choice but to either buy something in store, which is already leaning more towards spring, or just using what I have. So I'm going with using what I have, and this is what I've had, this is what I've used, and I liked it. One Pocketbac to speak of, and that is the Pear Vanilla. Really just focusing on the ones that expire this May. I have a few that will expire by May. So this is one that I have that I've used. I'm sure I will probably have some Balsam Fir empty ones soon because that's what I've got currently out in play. And I rarely put Pocketbacs away without just finishing them straight. So I'll probably do that and then focus more on these kind of fall leaning ones that I've got that will expire if I don't use them in the next couple of months. Two body care items. The first is a Vanilla Bean Noel body butter. So this is the first time, I've never used a body butter before. I was curious because when they did body care day around, I want to say Christmas, my store had the buy online pickup in store feature turned off, which I get, but I also didn't love because I couldn't make it into a store. So it came and went and I was like, well, I can't try a body butter. I probably won't try one because they retail for $19.95, which is wild. And then semi-annual sale came and I decided to poke around and I ended up buying this for like, I think 75% off. And I was like, well, you know, this scent, I want to come around to it because as a shower gel, I like the idea of it. And here's what I've come to realize. I'm not sure if it's a compliment or not. I have been going through a really aggressive obsession with the Oikos vanilla yogurt. That's what this smells like. That's exactly what this smells like. And like, I kind of like it, but then there are some times where the vanilla becomes secondary to the yogurt kind of smell that it has. Texturally, very nice. Would I buy this for the full price? No. Would I buy it even for $10? No. $5.95 price, worth it. I think I would buy these, especially because my skin's gotten more dry lately, over the actual body creams. I think I like these texturally better, and they didn't take me that long to go through. All in all, like, I liked a lot of this. I don't know if I'll go back for this exact scent because of that vanilla yogurt vibe I'm getting, but texturally very nice and moisturizing. And again, I'm someone who kind of likes digging into a pot because it's just very satisfactory as a sensory experience. So I liked a lot of this. I'd go back again for more of it, just like not maybe this set. I don't know. We'll see. Then on the flip side, I decided to go for an old school. I had a coupon. So I randomly went into the store and I ended up getting this Magic in the Air body cream. I have gone back and forth in this. I have actually a few times this winter smelled this scent and like wasn't sure if I liked it. Oh man, this was really nice. I like forgot how much I liked this scent. I wish I had more of this. I went through this really fast. This to me is such a nice sort of neutral leaning winter scent. I wish I had more. I would definitely, if they came back with this to me is what I feel like 1,000 Wishes used to smell like before they inserted some weird unnecessary musk into it. This did not have that musk vibe, so really enjoyed this, and it was nice to be able to use something again so quickly after purchasing and putting into my collection. So I'm liking this use it shortly after buying it pattern that I seem to be falling into, which is great. Finally, candles. Ooh boy, I don't know what it is about me in the winter. I just love to burn a candle. So burn a candle I did. I got 6. First one I have is a single wick. This is an old one. This is Vanilla Balsam. This is a powerhouse of a single wick candle. Burned great. The smell, so good. I do have it as a 3 wick because I just am obsessed with Vanilla Balsam. It has a nice sweetness, as the name implies, to the balsam fir variety. So happy with it, Definitely glad to have more. Then let's talk 3 wicks. I have Frosted Forest. This was a bit of a dirtier burn, but still really powerful. The notes of this were winter pine needles, frosted eucalyptus, and icy peppermint. This one really stole my heart this year. I bought it twice. I have 2 of this one, so I've used up one. I have 1 more in the collection, and I'm not upset that I still have 1 more because I really enjoyed it. Then I have from last year, this is a good old winter. This one is winter pine needles, frosted eucalyptus, icy peppermint. Do you see a theme? Yeah, this is very similar to Frosted Forest, maybe like slight, ever so slightly different. Not as dirty of a burner, but still a little bit of wick shifting and everything, but I can't complain. These are typically like, can be really fussy for burning, so it all worked out. I have Cocoa Roasted Chestnuts. This I think is from last year. This one is roasted chestnuts, cocoa powder, and vanilla woods. I really like this one. I don't think I have a second one of it, but boy, do I wish I did. It was that nice like hot cocoa base with some balsam fir mixed together, a really pleasant combo. This also burned pretty well. So you know, because I had 3, technically 4 good burners, I was destined for some bad ones. So that brings us to Goldenberry Mistletoe. This candle and I didn't really get on too well together. The notes are sparkling berries, sugared spruce, and frosted air. Yeah, she basically gives me Mary Mimosa vibes, and I like it. But I would say like halfway down, I got really puny wicks. It kept going, but the scent kind of got like a kerosene vibe. It wasn't my favorite. I probably shouldn't have burned it all the way to the ground, but I was determined to do so, so I did. But could have definitely been a better burner. And then this is not the correct lid, but I have the Perfect Christmas. This is the one that had the really ornate bow lid on it. That was also $39.95. Obscene. I paid for the price of Candle Day when I bought this one. This I actually really liked. At the store, I didn't want this one. I really was hoping to get a winter candy apple, but those were long gone by the time I got there. So I was like, well, I'll get it for the lid, really. I'm here for the lid. I like the whole lid look of it. This I actually really liked. The notes of this one were fresh cut pine, cinnamon sugar, and toasted marshmallow. I'm clearly not surprising on a balsam fir pine theme here, but like this, that cinnamon mixed with the pine was really pleasant. And I'm just like all about it. I'm all about it. The burn was just okay. I also got puny wicks here, but it didn't get kerosene smelling, which I appreciated. So pretty good. I have burned some Goose Creek candles. You'll see that in an upcoming wax trash talk, but I'm like really digging into burning candles right now. I'm just going to keep rolling with it because I do still have quite a few winter candles. It's kind of one of my favorite seasons in which to burn candles, so I have a lot of them. So you might see more of these in the future, but that's it for me and my purchase / my empties. Thank you so much for being here and supporting my channel. Hope you're having a great day. I'll talk to you in my next video real soon. Bye.